Yeah. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction, and the ramp decides the results. Hello, my fellow diecaster blasters. Yes, I remember that from yesterday. I'm surprised. But hey, what can I say? So, here we back at the lab, going through. I'm just going to pull up the next car that's kind of in this particular aisle. I don't know what. Let's see. This is Tesla Model S Plaid from the HWEV series. This is, wow, 1 of 10. Fully charged and ready to roll is what's on the back. And of course, this time there is no other images of the other vehicles, but that's okay. We'll keep a lookout. Looks like I might have a couple more in here. I don't know. We'll see as we go through the queue here. So I don't know. I think it's time that we unbox her, see what's up, right now. But first, I know I said right now, psych. But this is 25, car 25, 25. Okay, let's get it. We're getting it. The Tesla Model S Plaid. Or is that Plaid? Looks like Plaid to me. Am I having a semantic satiation moment? Plaid, Plaid, Plaid. If you follow Ted Lasso, you'll know where that's from. No, it's not plan, it's plan. Okay, so anyway, sorry, little Ted Lasso moment. Here we go. All right. Again, this is like one of those lesser expensive, kind of your standard vehicles, Hot Wheels cars that you can get at your local, kind of grocery store, toy store, drug store. Not that you can't get some of these other higher end ones like the Real Riders, but these are the ones that are typically around like $1.50 to a couple of bucks. This is a little rougher to get out of the package, but it's one of those that looked heavier in the case, felt heavier in the case, feels light now. Of course, now that I'm holding it, I can feel a little bit of weight to it. Not much, more in the rear end, more in the back end here, I think. Huh. Okay. Let's see how she's. We're gonna do the we'll do the usual close up, but I'm gonna remove the boxes. Let's remove the boxes before we do the close up. This is what we always do. Oh, the little Tesla badge right there. Yes, my hands are shaking, or it's the camera, or it's me on the table. See, now I'm off the table, and I want to block the light. HW Plaid. I guess that's HW. It's funny. I was initially thinking highway EV, but I'm sure it's Hot Wheels EV. What else do you guys think it could have been? I don't know. Chime in, join up with me here as I ask you to like and subscribe in an effort to shamelessly try to promote this channel. So here we go. I got it right the first time. Look at that. Another one made in Malaysia. This is, of course, plastic wheels, plastic base. I was trying to see if I get a good view, but yeah, these tinted windows are really, and with the light reflection, that kind of thing. All right, well, I'm thinking that we should put her through its usual measurements, and then we'll do the 20 warm-up runs and the 10 official laps. What do you say? You down with this, Tesla? Yes. Okay. let's do this. We'll be back in a minute. Just finished up the measurements. Nothing like out of the ordinary. I mean, it was kind of everything is sort of dialed in, and I don't expect any surprises. So with that, I hope there are some surprises when we get on the short form drag strip. All right, so we're gonna head on over to the track to short form drag strip, see how she performs. Enjoy. Lap 1 of 20 coming up so that we can see the usual fastest time progression, slow time progression for the warm-ups, just to see how she settles in before the 10 official laps. Right now, we did the track or the gate test and it worked fine. So I say it's time to get going. Let's see if this Tesla's as fast here as her real life counterparts. 1.858. All right, that's the starting. So I was saying there was no real surprise when we had the measurements, and I was hoping there would be some surprises. While these 20 warm-up laps were kind of smoking, the car never got slower. The very first lap was the slowest lap. The fastest laps were actually lap 19 and 20 because they scored the same at 1.820. 1.820. So, wow. I'm looking forward to seeing how these 10 official laps go now that she's all nice and warmed up. Here we go. Lap 1 is around. It's around the other side. Can you turn around? Yeah, turn around. Okay. See, there it is. Right there for lap 1 of the official 10. Still flying. All right, let's see how the other 9 go. We are at lap 10 and a couple more surprises. Had its fastest laps twice in a row and then slowest laps twice in a row. So we'll show you the results here after this last run. .844 for lap 10, but look at this. We've got laps 4 and 5, 1.814 as the fastest. The initial slowest lap in the warm-ups was 1.858, and it didn't hit past that until laps 6 and 7. Not sure why, but it looked like it started to slow down a little bit after these laps. So, interesting. Both fastest laps in a row and both slowest laps in a row. Hey, that's what I was saying. I was hoping for some surprises. We got them with this Tesla. Time to plug in the stats, see what's up. But in the meantime, how about a neat little view? The Lego Ferrari build. We got some 143 size, so we got some nice slot cars here. And then some more show cars that are like the 143 scale. A couple of Hollywood things going on. Okay, let's get back to it. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass met friction. The ramp decided the results as always. And yeah, I mean, I mentioned this during the recording, during the previous recording. This all looks like one recording. This is during the track after the official 10. And even before, right after the measurements after the measurements, no real surprises. The measurements all sort of like lined up. They look pretty vanilla. And I was saying I was hoping there'd be some surprises. Turns out there was. During the 20 warm-up laps, the car only got faster from lap 1. So I think this might be the first car where the first lap was actually the slowest. Typically it's the fastest, or it's, you know, for a lot of the cars it was the fastest for the warm-up runs, but today it was the slowest, with the fastest lap ending up on 19 at 1.820. So lap 1 was 1.858 seconds. It just kept getting faster and faster until lap 19 at 1.820. So information will be in the description. Once again, we show the ratings, the placement within the entire, like all the cars that have been raced or have been tested, I should say, and then in its weight class. So this fell into the C weight class. We have 10 already. So we're about to, I mean, that block is coming along pretty good. My assumption is going to be most of the cars probably going to fall in there as I'm looking at these. We may have some that don't, obviously, but I don't know. We'll see. But during the official test runs, we had the laps 4 and 5 were the fastest overall at 1.814 seconds. But what I found interesting was lap 4 and 5 in a row fastest, and then 6 and 7 were the slowest. So how do you go from being the fastest and the slowest? I don't know. Somebody explain that to me. So we went from 1.814 twice and to 1.862 and then 1.871, and then it sort of settled in the 1.84, whatever range, mid 40 range. So I don't know what's up with that. If anybody knows, feel free to chime in. Again, we got a lot of cars still here in the queue. If you've seen some of the previous videos, I've shown the queue at times. So if you see anything in there that you're interested in me moving up to the front of the queue to test, I'll be happy to do that. I'm not asking for donations, but I'm asking, hopefully you'll hit that subscribe and like button, of course. And then if there's something you didn't see and you'd like to kind of know how it tests out, how it measures up and runs, if I can find it, I'll pick it up and we'll run it through the lab here and see how it performs. So I think that's about it. As always, we want to respect the craftsmanship, the development, and the initial inspiration of all these cars, right? There we go. I know it kind of is a weird, sometimes I can get it where it's not blurred out and other times no. But doesn't matter, because as always, we're going to respect it. We're going to put it on its lighted, spinning pedestal for its moment of glory. Now for car 25. 25 now.